devotional life better. Last time, many of you actually took some small resolutions. It was very nice. Today, I'll continue my discussion. I'll continue my discussion on where we left last week. So, remember, we were discussing on Vibhishan coming to Ram, Lord Ram taking a meeting because Sugri was very concerned that how can we give shelter to brother of Ravan? It can backfire, it can be dangerous, and it can put the entire mission to rescue Sita into danger. So he was giving various arguments why we should not accept him. So Lord Ram did not just decide on his own, rather, he took the opinion from everybody. So we saw that how everyone gave their opinion, Hanumanji gave his opinion, and finally, Lord Ram finally spoke up. And he said that I never asked you to analyze whether we should give shelter to Vibhishan. I only asked you to let me know whether I am capable to give shelter to Vibhishan. So there's no question. And then he spoke about various incidences that how even if it is dangerous for us, but a person who has come to take shelter, it is my nature that I will give him surely shelter surely. So last time we were discussing about the dharma of compassion and how we can implement it in our own lives. This was the talk. Today we'll continue the narration from there and we'll learn from Vibhishan. Today is the day to discuss upon Vibhishan's glories and what we can learn from Vibhishan's character. A very deep topic. So this will get into Sharanagati. I'll speak only two elements of Sharanagati today. However, it's a very important topic to learn and understand. Let's begin with certain prayers. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरो दीनतारिणम् हरे कृष्णा. So we left at the time in the narration where we saw after hearing what Rama spoke, everybody was like surprised. How can Rama speak of this? You know, such a selfless person they never saw in their life. How much compassionate he is. Karuna Sagar. So, like Lord Krishna or Lord Ram is called as Karuna Sagar, ocean of mercy, compassion, ocean of compassion. So they were very surprised. And then Lord Ram instructed Sugriva that please don't delay the surrender of Vibhishan and his four associates. Bring them immediately in front of me. And then Sugriva went and called Vibhishan and his four associates. And they came in, and he saw immediately there is a big difference in the people's approach towards him. Everybody was more welcoming. Till now, they were very, okay, why did you come? If you have come, then we have to, they were not very hospitable. He was unwelcomed. Like you can get a feeling of not being welcomed at a place. Sometimes you go to a place and you feel like this person doesn't want me. I am not needed here. People may not, out of courtesy, may not say to you directly, why have you come? Jao yahan se. But they give their signals. And then we can understand, okay, I'm not welcomed here. You feel uncomfortable. You know. So Vibhishan was feeling like I left everything, I sacrificed everything, and on the other end, people were humiliating me. People were not understanding. My own brother rejected me. And I thought that Lord Ram will actually give me shelter. But for a moment, he started thinking, the people on this side of the ocean are not very different than the other side. They are also judging me. They're also judging me so much. He was feeling very unhappy inside. But now he saw, oh, suddenly the mood of everyone has changed. And everybody has, started welcoming me. It must be due to the influence of Ram. So therefore, he was in his heart of the hearts, he started thinking again, I have actually probably chosen the right shelter. See, in his life also, there is no guarantee that he has never met Lord Ram, has he? He has only heard about the glories of Lord Ram. He has taken a lot of risk in what he has done. So much of risk it is. It's not an easy thing. If you put yourself into the shoes of Vibhishan, think about it. Will you be able to do this? Your brother is the mighty, powerful Ravan, Lankesh. Would you want to make such a person as your enemy? Will you want to make him as your enemy? That now he is your, enemy who wants to kill you. He's just leaving you because of the blood relationship and then disowning you and say, go away from here, get lost. You have to leave your family, you have to leave your prestige, you have to leave all the wealth. You have nothing with you, you're a pauper, and you don't have surety that the other person for whose pleasure you are actually doing all of this, will he accept you? There is a lot of risk in this. There is a lot of risk. And he took it. And he was going through the moments of uncertainty. What will happen? Kamala dala jala jivana talamala. It said one of the Govinda Das, he speaks in one song that Kamala dala jala jivana talamala. That, the way that it's a tottering platform. The life itself is a tottering platform, isn't it? Just like the water drop on the Kamala dal. You have the leaf of lotus. On top of it, there is a small water drop. What is the position of that water drop? Unstable, totally unstable. Yes or no? Any moment, it will be tossed over, it will fall in the river or whatever pond. Yes? Uncertainty. He was going through the moments of weakness. He was not knowing what will happen when, especially Vibhishan Sugriva was judging him and making him feel very unwelcomed. In fact, they wanted to kill him. They wanted to kill him. When they came to the Lord Ram to discuss, they had an idea that we should kill him actually. Or some of them were saying that we will spy on him and we will not accept him easily and all that. So it was very difficult moments for him. Very, very difficult. Each of us will have to go through those difficult moments and we'll have to keep a leap of faith in our life. Vibhishan's life is an example of a person, of a devotee. And what he is showing is unflinching faith on the compassion of Lord Ram. Each of us will have our own journey towards Lord in the similar way. It won't be as graphic as it was for Vibhishan. It won't be that we'll have to first make Ravan as our enemy. It won't be like this, but it won't be as graphic. But surely we'll also have to go through those moments of weaknesses where we'll feel, अच्छा, अगर मैं लंकेश के साथ रहता हूं, मुझे ये सब फैसिलिटी मिल रहा है. आई एम गेटिंग एटलीस्ट दिस थिंग. आई नो इट्स टेम्पररी. आई नो इट्स नॉट फॉर ऑल टाइम. आई नो दैट ही इज रॉन्ग. आई नो इट्स सिंफुल. आई नो दैट ऑल ऑफ दिस इज अधार्मिक. आई नो दैट देयर इज नथिंग गुड विच कैन कम आउट ऑफ दिस. बट एटलीस्ट आई हैव इट विद मी. On the other hand, I'm not sure of the other side. If I leave all of this now, will I get that? A leap of faith. Each of us will have to go through our moments of weaknesses. We'll have attachments in this world. We will come to know, we'll read Gita, we'll read Bhagavatam, we'll read Ramayana, we'll hear some spiritual sermons, and we'll realize, yes, after all, it doesn't make sense. I think the material things of this world don't give me happiness. It's my realization. This material world is giving me unhappiness. This is all temporary. I must increase my bhakti. I should become a pure devotee. I should go to the spiritual world. I should become servant of the Lord. But we'll have to keep a leap of faith because we will be unsure. Acha, will I be getting this? I have to leave this and I have to get that. This is in my hand, that is unsure. If this is temporary, that is permanent. But I don't know what I should do. These are the moments of weaknesses. Each of us will go through in our own ways. And we'll have to keep faith like Vibhishan. Right? That's why this whole story is there. This is a story of Sharanagati. This is the pastime of Vibhishan's Sharanagati. Sharanagati is not something very, what do you call? Something very, very, as I say, the, what do you call? Something very easy. What do you call said? The bed of roses. People say, no, it's not so easy. If it was so easy, it won't be so rare. Sharanagati is very rare. When you have to cross the layers of material existence and go to the spiritual world, it is rare. Although Krishna or Lord Ram is welcoming everyone, but we will have to develop the qualities like that of Vibhishan. We'll have to develop that faith in our hearts. Spiritual world is a place open for all of us. There is no competition to go there. Like you go to get into a college, let's say IIT or AIMS or any company you want to get selected or anything in the material world, there's always competition. 1,000 people are applying for one post and one person only has to be selected, for example. So there is always tough competition. But in the spiritual side, there is no competition. There is, everybody, each and every one of us have our own place in the spiritual world. If 100 people are going there, doesn't mean that you will be stopped. Lord Ram will accept you also. There's no competition. The only thing is, rarely anybody wants to go there. And even if you want to go there, it's a tough process. You'll have to go through the Hare Krishna. Anuya has come today, my student, class 9. Yes, very nice to see you today. Okay. So, what I was saying, it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. We'll have to go through this. We have to keep that faith. And by learning from Vibhishan, there is a hope that we can develop these qualities. If we can appreciate these in Vibhishan, if we can in our hearts of the heart feel, oh, Vibhishan is so wonderful devotee, I also want to be like him. Just by that process of appreciation, you actually start developing these qualities. So Vibhishan, yes, he was being welcomed and he realized this is the effect of Lord Ram's instructing them. I'm sure Lord Ram must have spoken something about me, and that's why now these Vanaras are accepting me. And so finally Vibhishan came in front of Lord Ram. First time in his life, he's seeing the Lord, the Master, to whom he's surrendering his entire existence to. As soon as Rama came in the sight, Vibhishan fell on the ground. Dandavat. Dandavat means just like a rod falls. If you have this stick of bamboo, if you make it fall, how it falls? Like that. So Dandavat. So in Sanskrit, Dandavat Pranam is basically Ashtanga Pranam. Immediately 8 limbs of the body, forehead, your hands, your chest, your knees, your foot, everything was on the ground. You see? So therefore, Dandavat. Immediately did Dandavat. But a very, very specific way of Dandavat he was doing. See, Vibhishan is a very, very, very sophisticated person. First of all, he has Rajakula. He's trained in a very special way. And also he's a great devotee of the Lord also. So he has very deep knowledge of Vedic scriptures. So what he's doing, very specific type of pranam he does. And the Vanaras, when they looked at his pranam, they were like, they did not know what is it. They didn't get the clue. Okay, kya kar raha hai ye? Bhai, aise kyun kar raha hai? But Lord Rama, he understood everything. And he accepted his full surrender. What he was doing? He kept his hands. Remember this one thing which I spoke long ago when Hanumanji was doing his Dandavat to Mother Sita. So, there are various ways to express your, your respect to others. There are various types of obeisances, pranams. It's not just one type. This is one. There are many other types. Okay. So what happened? He actually kept his hands in front of him like this. As he is falling down on the ground, he kept his hands folded like this in front of him, and he kept his legs crossed behind. You know, so the legs can be crossed like this, na? At the back, crossing your legs like that. And where the Vanaras were not knowing what is it, but there was a deep meaning behind this. So Valmiki Rishi is writing this. What is it? So he's saying that when his hands are in front, he is saying to Rama, I have come totally empty handed. I have nothing with me. I'm absolutely akinchana. There is nothing which I have with me. You are the maintainer of my life now. There is nothing which I have with me. Absolutely nothing. मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है. मैं आपके शरण में पूर्ण रूप से शरणागत हूं. अब आप ही मुझे मेंटेन करेंगे. You are the one who's going to maintain me. There's nothing which I have. And the cross legs behind shows that I have burned the bridges behind. There is nothing behind me. I have burned the bridges behind. You understand? Which means there is nothing behind me. I have nowhere else to go. I have burnt all the bridges in my life already. You understand? Building the bridge. You cross the bridge, you go to the other side, then you burn that bridge. What will happen? You can't go back. That's what he's saying to him. I have nowhere else to go. I have burnt all the bridges behind. There is nothing to look back. I can only surrender my life to you. It's up to you now whether you want to accept me or reject me. But I have nowhere else to go. First of all, I have nothing with me. And second, I have nowhere else to go. The bridges are already burnt. Do you think that if Rama rejects him, let's take this case. If Rama rejects him, what will happen to him? Gone, finished. It's a huge risk. Is it not true? It's a huge risk. There's nothing which he can do. वापस जाएगा तो मर जाएगा, मारा जाएगा. राइट? आगे नहीं बढ़ सकते, वापस नहीं जा सकते, करना क्या है? कुछ नहीं है. Right? He is totally dependent. That's what he's saying to Rama. Rama, as soon as he sees him, he realizes what he's speaking through his gesture. Like, I have nothing with me. I have nowhere else to go. I'm totally dependent on you. Please accept me in your service. I'm just your servant. Rama immediately went ahead, picked him up, embraced him, started crying tears of affection, and said to Vibhisana, you are like my sixth brother from today. And everybody was like, oh, what is this? I accept you as my sixth brother. Now, what is this six brothers? This is also explained by Valmiki. So he's saying, what is this? So you know that four brothers they were, right? So Rama, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughan. That means three. He has three brothers already. And what are the other two? So Guha was the another brother whom Rama considered as his own brother. Guha. Guha was, we discussed about Guha earlier, long ago, many months ago. We discussed about Guha's surrender. Then the next one was Sugriv. Sugriv, Rama would treat Sugriv as his own brother. This is 5. And now Vibhishan is 6th one. So he said, you are like my 6th brother. He accepted him completely in his own family. And there was, so much of loving gestures between them. Sugriva, Vibhishana was surprised. His own blood brother, few moments ago, has rejected him totally. And here is a stranger who doesn't even know him. And here he is accepting him just like his own family member. So that was so much. And then, of course, he spoke to Lord Ram how he was trying to support his brother Ravana just so that he could mend his ways. But he realized that Ravana is incorrigible. And now he realized that the longer although he has a lot of affection for his brother, that's what he communicated to Rama, that he loves his brother so much. But he has realized that his brother is incorrigible, which means he will not change his ways of adharmic actions, which he is doing. He will not change his ways. And so, therefore, he realized that longer Ravan lives, that much more trouble to the world he will give. You understand? The more he will live, the more trouble to the world he will give. So, therefore, now he has decided that he will side with Rama so that the world, from the entire world's face, Ravan's Atank can be finally finished. And he extended his full support to Lord Ram that I am with you and I want to see that Sita comes back to you as well as Ravan's rule over the entire world. He was ruling the entire world. Yes, everybody was fearful of him. All the devatas were fearful of him. The whole world, he was like a terrorist. Terrorist rule, mafia is ruling. So he said that I have finally decided I can't change him. So therefore, there's nothing which the world will be better after Ravana dies. Right? So Lord Ram immediately took a vow in front of everybody that I will not return to Ayodhya until I finish Ravana. He immediately takes this vow right at that time, right at that spot, that I will not return to Ayodhya until I finish Ravana. Until now, it was only that his mission to rescue Sita, but now there is an added responsibility. There is an added responsibility when Vibhishan is explaining about Ravana's different devious means and what he is doing, what he is up to. Lord Ram finally decides that we'll have to finish off Ravan. This was the added responsibility. While all this happened, there was something which Vibhishan said. Let me focus on that. So Vibhishan said that, my dear Lord, you are the Sharanagata Vatsala. You are like when somebody takes Sharanagati of you, you are exactly like a cow who gives shelter to the calf. Vatsal is a word which is used for the relationship between the cow and the calf. So he said that you are Sharanagata Vatsala, which means that you are like the mother cow for all those who take shelter of you. They are like the calves for you. So you will, there is a very deep meaning behind this also. So that is also explained in the Ramayana. So he says that the reason Lord Ram is being called as Sharnagat Vatsal, it is because, see, Vatsal, that calf is totally dependent on the mother cow, especially when he is newly born, just born calf. So what happens? That just born calf is very dirty. He comes out from the womb of the mother cow and he's very dirty. He is a lot of things, on top of him. So mother cow does not ask first the calf to go and take bath. Only after that I'll give you milk. First you go and take bath, then I'll give you milk. She doesn't say that. Rather, she starts licking the calf and starts removing all the dirt from his body, encourages him, come on, stand up, drink my milk. you know, that's what the relationship between the cow and the calf is. And similarly, Vibhishan is saying, you do not look at the contamination of the people when they come in front of you to surrender themselves. You don't look at their past. This is your quality, my dear Lord. You are someone who forgives anybody if they come and take shelter of yours. You are not somebody who demands, no, you have to be first, you have to become pure, first you have to be clean, first you have to give up all the, whatever contamination you have, then only I will give you my shelter. You are like that cow who cleans that calf and gives the milk to that calf simultaneously. Similarly, Lord Ram, if anybody wants to take the shelter of the Lord, he doesn't demand that first you have to become pure, first you have to become, you have to develop certain things. No, you're eagerly giving the shelter like a cow to the calf. This is the quality of Lord Ram. And then there are two characteristics of Vishnu which are mentioned. I'll shift my focus on this because, as I said, today is the day to learn from Vibhishan. So there are two powerful qualities Valmiki Rishi is saying that which Vibhishan represents, which is basically nothing but the process of surrender. So the first one is akinchanatvam. Akinchanatvam. What is the meaning of akinchanatvam? Somebody who has no other shelters or who doesn't feel that anything else is a shelter in this world other than the Lord. So I want to explain this, and to explain this, I want to take a shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam. Can you please project that? This is 7th canto, Prayers of Prahlad Maharaj, 9th chapter, 19th shloka. As far as I remember, this will be Balasya Sharanam Pitarau Narsimha. That shloka. 7, 9, 19 or 20. Balasya Sharanam Pitarau Narsimha, he says. Beautiful shloka. Very beautiful. Let's explain this, deeply. So this is what Vibhishan represents. This shloka is going to actually explain. Akinchanatvam, the quality of taking shelter, accepting only Lord as a shelter and nothing else as a shelter in this world. So this is okay. Balasya Sharanam. Yes, this one only. So this shloka is prayer of Srila Prahlad Maharaj. This is in the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And there Prahlad is saying about what is a real shelter. Who is the real shelter in this world? That is very beautiful actually. Let's recite this. Balasya Sharanam Pitarau Narsimha Nartasya Chagadamudanvati Majjato Nauhu तब तस्य तत्पर प्रतिविधिर या इहं जशेष्टस तावद् विभोतनुभृताम तद उपेक्षितानाम once more बालस्य नेह शरणं पितरौ नरसिंहा नार्तस्य च गदमुदन्वति मज्जतो नौः तब तस्य तत्प्रतिविधिर्य इहाञ्जशेष्ट तावद्विभोतनुभृतां त्वदुपेक्षितानाम्. Very beautiful shloka. Yes. Translation. Little smaller. Yes. My Lord Narsimhadev, O Supreme, because of a bodily concept of life, embodied souls neglected and not cared for by you cannot do anything for their betterment. Whatever remedies they accept, although perhaps temporarily beneficial, are certainly impermanent. What he's saying is, basically, this is a approximate translation. Basically, what he's saying is that if anybody wants to take shelter of anything in this world, he will give 3 examples. Now he'll give 3 examples that will become more clear. But what does this meaning? The meaning is, if anybody wants to take shelter of anything in this world, it may be temporarily beneficial, but ultimately it will not give him security of life. That's what he's saying. Temporarily something may be beneficial, but permanently it will never give you the security of life. And then he starts giving example. And what is the main security? The security is only your own 2 lotus feet. हे नरसिम्हदेव, आपके 2 कमल समान चरण ही पूरे संसार को वास्तविक शरण दे सकते हैं. बाकी कोई भी इस संसार में शरण देने ना लायक है और ना योग्य है. तो क्या बोल रहे हैं? अरे रुको. He is giving 3 examples. Very beautiful. Very powerful examples. For example, a father and mother cannot protect their own child. It's a fact. We'll discuss this. A physician and medicine cannot relieve a suffering patient. That's a fact. And a boat on the ocean cannot protect a drowning man if the Lord does not sanction from the top. That clause he is making, which means the only person worthy of taking shelter is Lord Krishna or Lord Ram or Lord Narasimha in this context. Nothing else can actually give you permanent shelter. The 3 examples are very powerful here. Let's discuss that. You see, every mother and father love their children so much. It's very wonderful. You see, the closest thing which can make us understand the love of God towards us is the love of a mother towards a newly born child. The closest thing which you can see, the closest pure love. you can observe is this, that when a child is newly born, the mother's sneha, affection towards that child is the closest thing you can find to pure love. But what is being said here? Even the most loving mother and father cannot save their own son. And that's a fact, their own child. Yes, otherwise, there will be no deaths in this world. Is it not true? Sometimes, with all that which you want to do, everything which you provide, everything in your own might you do, yet you are not able to save your own, the loved one. So I know this real life story. Real life story. Once there was this few people. They were actually on a boat. They were crossing the Ganges. They had gone for a place, and this two mother and father. They had a small child of 3 years old. Yeah, just like there were some 6, 7 of them. They were in the boat and they were crossing. Suddenly, so the it was a boat, and sometimes in the rivers, there are crocodiles. And so this boy, small 3-year-old, he was like, splashing the water time and again. And the rower, the boatman was saying, "Hey, don't do it, don't do it. You just keep it inside your hand. Don't do. It's not good. Let's quickly cross over." Sometimes it's unsafe. It's unpredictable also. You don't know which place the crocodile will be, which place he will not be. You can't put a zone, na? है ना, यहाँ पे crocodile पता नहीं चलता है. You don't understand. So they cross rivers, they come to some place. So this boy was again and again splashing. Suddenly, a crocodile came from below. He started, and crocodile's jaw is very strong, very, very powerful, very, very strong. He captured his hand, and started pulling him. And as he started slipping, going inside, immediately the mother caught hold of the child. And then, there was like a tussle. There was a tussle. The whole boat was, getting toppled, like that. For some time, all of them tried. The boatman stood up. Okay, khicho, Pitaji, sab log help kar rahe. Yeah, everybody is like trying their best. And at a point they realize, if we do not leave this child, all of us will be inside this water. How many more crocodiles will be there? We don't know. And the mother was crying, I can't leave my child. And the boatman said, well, see, the thing is, there is something which we have to do. There's nothing which we can do now. You have to give up. Otherwise, all of us will also die. So, reluctantly, with tears in her eyes, with everything which in her might, which she tried to do, she had to finally leave her own child in the water. Now, it's not that we want mishaps to happen, but if certain destiny is there for a person, can we stop it? Nobody can stop it, actually. Even the most loving parents cannot save their own child. Second example. Second example is of the medicine and the doctor. The expert doctor and the best medicine cannot save the dying patient. Yes? Sometimes, the man is rich and they have a lot of money and they think that, no problem. If any problem will come, I'll get the best of the doctors. I will get the air ambulance. The ambulance, the helicopter will lift me from the top of my building and, I will go there. But despite all of that, if the person's destiny is something, you cannot save him. The best of the doctors, the best of the medicines, everything put together, all the money can't be saved. Can't be saved. Think about it. It's a fact. And the third thing he's saying is, expert boatman cannot save you. Titanic is a very graphic example of it. It was not. It was unsinkable. That was a title given to the Titanic. The unsinkable ship. That was a title given to it. But on its maiden journey, the first journey itself, it sank. With the best of all the efforts of all the people. Think about it, actually. Right? So, these examples are to show us something. What are they showing us? They're showing that are we taking shelter of money? Are we taking shelter of various material things in this world? Generally, people want to make their life secure, and that's why they want to get degrees. They want to get job, some some building, kuch zameen hona chahiye, kuch building hona chahiye, house, and some property and some bank balance and some people who can protect me. Generally, people do like that, and there's nothing wrong in that. We are not saying that give up all of these things. What this shloka, what this understanding is that these things cannot be your shelters. They cannot be your shelters. If we accept these things as our shelters, temporarily there may be some feeling of relief, but permanently there is nothing which can save us. What we'll have to do is, while we are in this world, you can earn money, you can have your house, you can have the building, you can have the property, you can have the family, you can have all these things, but you have to first develop shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. That is the only permanent thing which can save you. Right? The ocean of birth and death, the sansara chakra. Now we all keep coming back in this cycle of birth and death. Yes, isn't it? What is that Shankaracharya says? Punarapi jananam. You can project it. It will be nice. Everybody can sing that also. Punarapi jananam. Punarapi maranam. If you can please project, I'll sing with everybody. It's powerful shloka. Shankaracharya speaks this. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. Yeah, you got it. Huh? Very nice. Okay, please recite this. Huh? Very beautiful. What he says. Punarapi jananam. Everyone, please. Punarapi maranam. Punarapi janani. Jatare shayanam. Iha samsare. Bahudushtare. Kripaya pare. Mahi murare. We'll do it once more. Once more. Punarapi jananam. Punarapi maranam. Punarapi janani. Jathare shayanam. Iha samsare. Bahudoshtare. Kripaya pare. Pahi murare. Bhaj govindam. Bhaj govind. Govindam bhaj. What is that finally? Huh? Mudhamate. This is very powerful. Very, very powerful. What is he saying? Birth again, death again. Huh? Again resting in the mother's womb. It is indeed hard to cross this boundless ocean of samsara. O Murari, by your causeless mercy, please protect me from the transmigratory process. The only shelter is Murari. Nobody else is the shelter actually. So these all great devotees, they have actually, in their topmost realization is what they're sharing. Prahlad Maharaj, with full realizations, he's speaking about it. It's not that it's just a poem. When this great soul, Shankaracharya, is speaking, he's speaking with his full realizations. Not that, he is a beggar and he has nothing, so therefore he's speaking. Not that Prahlad is a beggar and therefore he's speaking. No, Vibhisana is not a beggar. He was born in the king's family with all royalty. So this is for all of us to actually ponder over. Actually, my true shelter is only and only Lord Murari or Lord Ram or Lord Narsimha, whomever you love. That choice you can make. You want to worship Lord Rama or Lord Krishna or Lord Narsimha or Lord Vishnu. That is same. They are same persons, different moods. That's all. Okay. But there is nothing else of this world which is my shelter. Now, if this realization comes to us, you become akinchanatvam. This is the first quality of a person who is surrendering to Lord. Sharanagati, first quality. What is it? Akinchanatvam. That is what it is actually. Akinchanatvam. So in our own lives, we'll have to actually think about it. So, another example is given of Ambarish Maharaj. So Ambarish Maharaj was a great king, extremely rich, powerful personality. It's not that he was a pauper on the street or somebody who was in the renounced order of life. So sometimes people equate these two things. Yeah? Developing one's bhakti towards the Lord and renouncing the world. They are not the same things. And sometimes therefore people become fearful. अरे अगर मैं भक्ति ज्यादा करूंगा तो शायद हो सकता है एवरीथिंग आई हैव टू लीव संसार से तो बाहर जाना ही है लेकिन आई मे हैव टू गिव अप व्हाइल आई एम अलाइव आई मे हैव टू गिव अप एवरीथिंग वेल दैट्स नॉट ट्रू that's not true. That's not the way bhakti is. We give example of Ambarish Maharaj. So Ambarish Maharaj was very much a person who was in this world. Arjuna was very much a person who was of the world. Arjuna had 3 wives. If you know that. Yes. Draupadi was one. Subhadra was another. And there was Ulupi. Ulupi was the third. Okay. So 3 wives he had. He had many children from them. Okay, so the thing is, it's not that bhakti is tantamount to just giving up everything of this world. But internally, we have to give up our shelter. We cannot take shelter of these material things. We have to take shelter of the spiritual things. We have to take shelter of the Lord. That is what all of this is actually meant for. So this quality of Sharanagati in our own lives, we should appreciate. If today you are sitting over here and you develop appreciation towards Vibhisana, and you glorify him. My God, what a devotee Vibhishan is. Your heart starts feeling so happy about it. You start feeling, I also want to be a devotee like Vibhishan. Believe me, you also will develop this quality of akinchanatvam in your hearts. This is what it is. It's so simple. Only thing is we have to keep this leap of faith exactly like what Vibhishan was having. This leap of faith in our life. Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Haya. That Shraddha Shabda Vishwase Kahe Sudrada Nischaya. That shloka. Shraddha Shabda Vishwase Kahe Sudrada Nischaya. So faith we'll have to keep. And that's why I just quote this shloka and we'll end soon. Shraddha Shabda Vishwase Kahe Sudrada Nischaya. Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Haya. Yes. Yes. Please recite this. Shraddha Shabde Vishwasa Kahe सुदृढ़ निश्चय कृष्ण भक्ति कैले सर्व कर्म कृतहाय is confident firm faith that by rendering transcendental loving service to Krishna one performs all subsidiary activities. This is called as faith. If I perform my bhakti, if I chant the holy names of the Lord, if I try to develop devotional to Krishna, then everything will become wonderful in my life. It doesn't mean that suddenly, the disease will go away. Suddenly, if you did not have job, your job you will get. It doesn't mean materially everything will go well immediately. What it means is Krishna will take care of me. I am under the protection of Krishna, right? That is what. He will give me shelter. He will give me the shelter. I think I'm wanting to quote one more slide. 12.6. 12.6 of the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna's promise. 12.6. 12th chapter, 6th shloka. Tasmat aham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat. That's what he says there. 12.6 or 5. Tasmat aham, yeah, tesham aham samudharta. Yes, this only. Ye tu sarvani karmani मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः अनन्यनेव योगेन मां ध्यायन्तोपासते. And this is his promise, this 12.6. This is his promise. Krishna says, those who perform bhakti towards me, what will I give to them? This is the promise. He says, Teshamaham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशत चेतसा. Yeah, see, this is what he says. But those who worship me, giving up all their activities unto me and being devoted to me without deviation, engaged in devotional service and always meditating upon me, have fixed their minds upon me. This is our side. And what is his side? He promises. Krishna says, O son of Partha, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. You can see here, this is his promise. He says, I am the swift deliverer of all these devotees of mine. I liberate them from the cycle of birth and death. This is his promise in the Gita, 12.6. You want to memorize? It's very nice. At least you know what shloka number. You want to see the Bhagavad Gita anytime, you can see it. It's an open book. Nowadays, it's open. In Google also, you can put Bhagavad Gita 12.6. The shloka will come. Right? Tesham aham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat, he says. Hmm? Bhavami na charat partha mai aveshata chetasam. See, this is Krishna's promise. And he fulfills his promise every time. Didn't he fulfill his promise for Prahlad? Didn't he fulfill his promise for Prahlad? Did he protect him? He protected him from various situations. Now the Holi is coming. That is Holika Dahan. Yes, his father was trying to kill him in unlimited number of ways. When he was frustrated, he could not do anything. Then he calls for his sister. Oh, Holika, come here. You keep Prahlad on your lap. And why? Because she was given the benediction that she will not be touched by fire. If she enters the fire, she will not be burned. But where somebody who she is carrying, he will be burned. So therefore, Holika keeps little small Prahlad. He could not protect himself, 5-year-old, on her own lap. And she enters the fire. Narasimha protects him. Holika dies, gets burned, and Prahlad comes out unharmed. And when Hiranyakashipu sees this, he says, "My God, what is this? What is this child? How is he doing it?" And then finally asks him, "Who is giving you this strength? Tell me, O child, from where are you getting this strength?" He says, "My dear father." He doesn't say, "My dear." He says, "My dear, O king of all the demons." That's what he says. "My dear, O king of all the demons, I am getting my power from the same source as you are getting your power from. I am all powerful. I am not getting my power from anywhere." He says, he challenges him. No, my dear father. Everybody is getting all their strength from Lord Vishnu. Where is Vishnu? Where is he? Is he in this pillar? Yes, my dear. He is in this pillar also. Let me show. And then he breaks open, and who comes out? Narasimha comes out. Did he not fulfill his promise? Ladies and gentlemen, please try to understand this. Did he fulfill his promise? Yes. Did Lord Ram fulfill his promise to give shelter to anybody who comes to him? Yes. Will he not give you shelter? That's the question. You'll have to answer it for yourself. What is stopping you to become a devotee? What is stopping you to develop this quality of akinchanatvam? It is you yourself. It is that lack of faith which comes in our heart. And we'll have to cross this leap. We have to take the leap of faith. So let's beg shelter at the lotus feet of Vibhisana and beg him, "My dear Vibhisana, please bless me." The way you could surrender to Lord Ram, if even a small drop of that faith enters my heart today, probably that is sufficient for me to go back to the spiritual world. But each of us, we can develop this by developing appreciation towards Vibhisana. Let me end the entire pastime. I'll open this up to next week again, a little more about Vibhisana. But let me end this here on a very sweet note. So what happened after this? When Vibhisana was, one quality of Vibhisana is remaining, but if I get into that, it will take me another 20 minutes. I want to just close for today. Next week again, I'll explain that, another next quality. So when finally this was all happening, suddenly Lord Ram said to Lakshman, "Lakshman, go and bring the water from the ocean." And everybody was like looking at, why does Lord Ram want this water from the ocean? What will he do with this water from the ocean? All eyes were on Lord Ram. What is he going to do with this? And Lakshmana got a few, a little bit of water from the ocean. He gives it. And he says, "Let's do the Rajabhishek of Vibhisana right now on the spot." And we're, what? Abhishek? Rajabhishek? What kind of kingdom are you going to give him? I am going to give him the Lanka, the rule of Lanka. And everybody was flabbergasted. What? You have not yet fought the war. The Ravana, ruling king, is yet not being displaced. So how come you are actually going to do the Rajabhishek of Vibhisana? How do you have the guarantee for it? And that you are giving him the kingdom? And Valmiki Rishi says something wonderful here. Please note it. You see, Lord Ram has tried his best to not show his godhood in the entire Ramayana. He has tried his best to not show his godhood, that he is Bhagavan. But this is one incidence where his godhood has come out because of his bhakta vatsalyata. He loves his devotee so much, he's feeling that my devotee has done so much for me. Vibhishan has taken so much of risk just to come and surrender his life to me. Right now, I want to give him the kingdom of Lanka. This is his godhood because only God knows the future. Nobody else can actually know that. Yet the war has not yet started. Ravana is still not killed. Yes, Rama is giving the entire kingdom of Lanka to Vibhishan. Rebel. This is the incidence where the godhood of Rama has come out. Bhagwan Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki. Suddenly, once Vanara got a doubt. He got a doubt. He said, he just came up in front. These Vanaras, they're a little less, fearful. So they just came, he came in front and said, my dear Lord, you gave the kingdom of Lanka to Vibhishan. What if tomorrow Ravan comes and he surrenders his life to you? What will you give him? तब क्या करोगे भाई? अब क्या होगा? And he says, don't worry, I'll give him the kingdom of Ayodhya. Revolt. Then another Vanara, he got it out. But Prabhu Ram, you already gave the kingdom of Ayodhya to Bharat. If you give the Ayodhya to Ravan, then what will happen to Bharat? What will you give him? Immediately, with full confidence, Lord Ram said, I will give him the kingdom of Vaikuntha. Revolt. Then another Vanara got doubt. He came out and he said, but Prabhu Ram, if you give all these kingdoms to everybody, what will you do? आप क्या करोगे? And he said, well, I will travel to all these kingdoms and serve all these devotees who are ruling over there. Prabhu Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan ki. This is Lord Ram. This is Lord Ram. And then there was a tear. I should end with this. It is amazing. Ramayana is so sweet, actually. It is giving us the powerful joy of whom you are wanting to surrender your life to. Think about this. The only person worthy of your shelter, giving you shelter, is Lord Ram. In this world, who will give you shelter like this? Is there anybody in this world who can give you the true assurance like Lord Ram can give? No one can. Then what are we waiting for? Why don't we become the pure devotees of the Lord and give our heart of the hearts at his lotus feet? I am yours, my dear Lord. I want to be your servant. Just accept me in your service. All that is what we have to do, actually, to be truly happy in life. Yes. And then Lord Ram had a tear twinkling in his eyes while everybody was happy. They were all surprised. Why is Rama crying? Usually you don't find him crying ever. And here in the joyous moment, there is a tear in his eyes. And everybody was like, and one Vanara, nobody can ask such questions. But one Vanara came up with, my dear Lord, you are crying. And Lord Ram spoke up his heart. He said, I'm feeling so unhappy. Why? Took my shelter, I could give him Ayodhya. When Sugriva took my shelter, I could give him Kishkindha. When Vibhishan took my shelter, I gave, but I am regretting. Why? Because when Jatayu did this service to me, I could not give anything to him. This is what I am feeling in my heart. Prabhu Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki. Do you know what happened? You know what happened? Jatayu was given the eternal residence in the Vaikuntha for his service. Don't think that Lord Ram didn't give him, but it is just his magnanimity. It is his magnanimity that he's feeling like that. But for the service which Jatayu did, he actually gets the eternal residence in the spiritual world. Prabhu Ramachandra himself did the final rites of Jatayu, considering him as his own father. Do you know the last rites were performed by Ramachandra only? As if, generally the son comes up, right? The son comes and gives the final rites to the fathers, when father has left from this world. Same thing which Lord Ram did. He accepted him as his own father. This is what Lord Ram is. We might have done so many things in this world. We might feel ourselves unqualified. We might feel ourselves impure. But please know, Lord Ram is not somebody who asks and demands us purity. All he wants is in your heart of the hearts, you have the loving surrender to him. And everything else he will do for you. He'll help us clean off by chanting the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It is Lord only who is going to clean the hearts. Our hearts may be filled with so many contamination. Our lives may be filled with so much of difficulties. We might feel ourselves unqualified. Are I am having kama, krodha, lobha, moha, maya, matsarya. Everything I have in me. You might feel unqualified. How will Lord Ram accept me? Maybe he will not. But please note, it is he only who is going to give us the purity. All we need to do is approach him. Approach him with love. He only will help us. He'll only clean us. Like that's why he's called as Sharanagati Vatsala. He will only clean. Like the cow cleans her own calf. The calf cannot clean. We cannot make ourselves pure. Lord Ram only will make us pure. All you need to do is, with love, chant his holy names. With faith, chant his holy names. And with regularity and some discipline, chant his holy names every day. Yes, that little bit of something which we'll have to do. Yeah? थोड़ा बहुत हमारे तरफ से थोड़ा discipline लगना होगा. That every day I will chant the holy names of the Lord. Every week I will come and do the satsang. I will hear the pastimes of the Lord. And I'll do some small service in whatever way I can. I'll engage myself in service of the Lord. आप बस इतना कीजिए and बाकी सब प्रभु रामचंद्र कर देंगे. Thank you so much for today coming here. I'm grateful for giving me this opportunity to serve all of you. I hope that you are also relishing Ramayana and you will come next week as well, as we are going to discuss the second quality of Vibhisana. That is what will be our discussion. And there was a spy sent by Ravan. I'll speak about that spy, how Lord Ram treats that spy. And finally, we will discuss about next week, how did these Vanaras build this bridge? There is a long story. Some of you might know very little, but actually it's a long story with a lot of details into it. How did they build this bridge? What all happened? You know, first time you will see the anger of Lord Ram also next week. He will become angry once. So all this is for the next week. Please do come. And also you can invite your friends, your relatives, your family members, your acquaintances, your co-employees, whomever. Thank you so much. Very grateful for the presence. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for such a wonderful explanation from Ramayana. You have especially the first quality of shelter, surrender, the Kinchanatvam, so wonderfully being explained with various scriptural examples as well as real life examples, and also showing various quotes from Shastras, and also beautifully explaining the wonderful qualities of Sri Ram Chandra. Let's wholeheartedly express our gratitude and thank His Grace Amal Mahaprabhu Prabhuji by 3 times loudly chanting Hare Hare Hare. Also, we would like to heartfully thank all the devotees who have come today evening for this wonderful program. Especially today, there are many devotees who have come for the first time. We want to very specially thank all of them. I request all the devotees who have come for the first time to kindly stand up at your places. We want to especially thank you. There are many devotees like Sakyat Prabhu, Nikhil Prabhu, Satyanan Prabhu, Rajendra Prabhu, Jagdish Prabhu, Leela Krishna Prabhu, Savan Prabhu and family, Hemati Mataji,
Yes,
Jamna Mataji and
he's an old
family,
man.
Swarna Sandeep Prabhu, and many other devotees who have come for the first time. I would have missed their names. We'd like to request, we'd like to heartfully thank. Let's all together thank them by 3 times. Lovely chanting. Hari, Hari, Bo, Hari, Bo.
Thank you for coming today. You're most welcome to come each and every week and listen to this wonderful Ramayana. Hopefully you had a good time today. Hare Krishna. Thank you, sir.
Hare Krishna. Please kindly sit down. Also, last week we have given this worksheet, and we have various devotees who have completed their worksheet and submitted. So, I'd like to very specially thank all these devotees. We have Santosh Prabhu, Suresh Prabhuji, Balkrishna Prabhuji, Jivita Mataji, Pritika Mataji, and Deepika Mataji. Let's thank all these devotees. They have taken out so much of their time and dwell on the concepts which have been taught here, and they went going to their homes. It is kind of revision, dwelling on it, and solving the worksheet. Hope they would have very much benefited through this solving of assignment. Let's thank all these devotees by 3 times lovely chanting. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Similarly, this week also we'll be sharing this worksheet. based on today's discussion. So we request each one of you to come forward. Now today only one slide is there. My hope is that by next week, many slides will be there like this, 2, 3, 4. All the devotees who are present here will surely complete this worksheet. So let's very enthusiastically complete this. So it is for our own welfare. So it's for all of us. When we hear, then when we actually give time to dwell on the concepts and also write these questions, then what will happen is we internalize these concepts which are there, we internalize within our heart and convert into our own convictions in our heart. And by this activity, also by the blessings of Lordship, will this theoretical knowledge may soon become realizations in our heart. And we also develop those wonderful qualities that we are learning here in Ramayana. So let's all together enthusiastically solve this worksheet. So your mentors will be sharing this worksheet with you through contacts. Yeah. Now we'll be proceeding for dinner prasadam. We request all the devotees to kindly proceed for dinner prasadam.
Thank you,
Hey
sir.
Krishna, thank you very much.